Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast here on Learn English 365. If you're looking to improve your English while hearing inspiring stories from real people, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more episodes like this. Today, I'm thrilled to have a special guest with me. His name is Alex Thompson, and he's an astronaut who's been to space multiple times. Alex, it's great to have you here. How are you doing?
Thanks, Sarah. I'm doing fantastic. It's always exciting to chat about my experiences, especially in a relaxed setting like this.
Awesome. So let's dive right in. I think a lot of our listeners are curious about how someone ends up becoming an astronaut. Tell us a bit about your childhood. What did you dream of becoming when you were a kid?
Oh man, where do I start? As a little boy growing up in a small town in Texas, I was obsessed with the stars. I remember lying in the backyard at night, staring up at the sky and wondering what was out there. My parents got me a telescope for my 8th birthday, and that was it. I was hooked. I used to pretend my bike was a rocket ship, blasting off to the moon. I think it all started with watching those old Apollo mission documentaries on TV. The idea of exploring the unknown just captured my imagination.
That's so vivid. I can picture a young Alex zooming around on his bike rocket. Did you have any specific moments that really shaped that dream? Like a book or a movie that stuck with you?
Definitely. There was this one book called The Right Stuff that my dad gave me when I was about 10. It was about the early astronauts, and reading about their courage and adventures made me think, that's what I want to do. Plus, I had this teacher in elementary school who organized the stargazing night for the class. We saw Saturn through a telescope, and I was blown away. From then on, every school project I did was about space, planets, galaxies, you name it.
Wow, that sounds like the perfect spark. It's amazing how those early experiences can steer our whole lives. Totally. I still have that telescope in my garage. Every time I look at it, I remember how small I felt under the night sky, but also how big the possibilities seemed. That's beautiful. So many kids look up at the stars, but few end up actually going there. What was it about you that made that dream stick?
I think it was the mix of curiosity and stubbornness. I wasn't the smartest kid in class, but I was the one who wouldn't let go. If I didn't understand something, I'd stay up late reading or asking questions. My mom used to say I had space dust in my brain.
I love that. Space dust in my brain. That's going on a t-shirt.
Please do. Royalties to NASA.
Deal. So were there other dreams along the way, or was space always number one?
For a while, I thought about being a pilot, like a regular airplane pilot. My uncle flew cargo planes, and I loved going to the airport with him. The smell of jet fuel, the roar of engines, it was thrilling. But then I realized flying planes was cool, but flying to space, that was next level.
Absolutely. It's like choosing between a sports car and a spaceship.
Exactly. And I wanted the spaceship. Yeah, and my family played a huge role in nurturing that passion. My mom was a nurse, always practical, so she worried about the dangers of space travel. She'd say things like, "Alex, why not become a doctor instead? It's safer on the ground." But she still supported me by buying me science kits and taking me to museums.
That's sweet. What about your dad? Was he more on board?
Oh, absolutely. He was an engineer, so he loved the technical side. He'd help me build model rockets in the garage, and we'd launch them in the park. There were a few mishaps, like the time one veered off and got stuck in a tree, but those were fun memories. My siblings thought I was a bit crazy, though. My sister would tease me, calling me Space Boy, but deep down they were proud.
Families can be a mixed bag, right? Supportive, but realistic. It reminds me of my own childhood dreams. I wanted to be a journalist from a young age, inspired by watching news anchors on TV. My parents were encouraging, but they always emphasized education. Dream big, but study hard, they'd say.
Exactly. Without that balance, I might not have pursued it seriously. My family's encouragement gave me the confidence to chase it.
even when others doubted it.
And it's paid off. Hearing this makes me think about how important it is to have people who believe in you early on.
For sure. I remember one Christmas, my dad built me a mini launch pad in the backyard. We'd spent hours testing different fuels, mostly baking soda and vinegar, of course. But to me, it was real science.
That's adorable. Did your mom ever come around to the idea?
Slowly. When I got accepted into the Air Force Academy, she cried, but happy tears. She said, "Okay, fine, but promise me you'll come back in one piece." I still keep that promise every time I launch.
That's powerful. Family anchors us, even when we're floating 250 miles above Earth.
Exactly. They're my gravity.
Aw, that's going in the quote book. School was where things really took off for me. In middle school, I joined the science club, and we did experiments like building volcanoes and simple circuits. But the highlight was high school, where I took advanced physics and astronomy classes. Any funny school stories that stand out?
Haha, plenty. Once during a science fair, I built a model solar system with spinning planets. It worked great in practice, but on the day, the motor overheated and Mars flew off and hit the judge's table. Everyone laughed, including me, and I still won second place. It taught me that mistakes are part of learning.
That's hilarious. Teachers must have seen your potential. Who inspired you the most?
Mr. Harrison, my physics teacher. He was this enthusiastic guy who made complex topics fun. He'd bring in props like pendulums or even a small rocket engine demo. He encouraged me to apply for a summer camp at NASA, which was my first real exposure to the field.
Camps like that sound life-changing. Back in my school days, I remember organizing a school newspaper club. We'd interview teachers and write stories. One time we covered a talent show, and it was chaotic, but so rewarding. Those activities really build skills.
For sure. School wasn't just about grades for me, it was about those hands-on moments that fueled my curiosity. Another time, I tried to launch a water rocket in the school parking lot. It went straight up, then straight into the principal's car windshield. Cracked it. I thought I was expelled. But Mr. Harrison defended me, said it was a valuable lesson in trajectory.
Oh no, did you have to pay for it?
Community service. I mowed the school lawn for a month. But honestly, worth it.
That's the spirit of a true explorer. So after school, how did you take that first big step into becoming an astronaut?
It was a long road. I studied aerospace engineering in college, then joined the Air Force as a pilot. Flying jets was thrilling, the speed, the maneuvers. But the real breakthrough was applying to NASA's astronaut program. I got selected after rigorous tests, physical exams, simulations, interviews.
What was your first day like once you were in?
Nerve-wracking. I showed up at the Johnson Space Center feeling like a kid again. We started with training, learning about spacecraft systems, survival skills. My first simulation was a spacewalk drill in a pool. It's called neutral buoyancy training. I bumped into everything at first, but it was exhilarating. A lot of funny moments, too. During a zero-gravity flight simulation on a plane, I floated upside down and accidentally kicked a colleague. We all cracked up. Stress was high, though. Long hours, constant evaluations, but the excitement outweighed it.
I bet. It's like stepping into a dream world. How did you handle the pressure?
By focusing on why I was there. Remembering those childhood nights stargazing kept me going. And the team support was crucial. We bonded over shared challenges.
That's motivating. It shows that even in high-stakes jobs, passion pulls you through.
Absolutely. One rookie mistake, I forgot to zip my suit pocket during a centrifuge test. My pen floated out and hit the instructor in the eye. Not my finest moment,
Ouch! Did you get in trouble?
Just a lecture on pocket discipline, but now I triple check everything. A typical day now varies, but let's say during mission prep. I wake up early, around 5 a.m. for a run to stay fit. Astronauts need peak physical condition.
Walk us through it. What does a day look like for our listeners who might be picturing this?
After breakfast, I head to the center. Mornings might involve classroom sessions on mission objectives or experiments. Afternoons are simulations, like practicing docking a spacecraft or handling emergencies. Lunch is quick, often with colleagues. We chat about everything from family to sci-fi movies. Even evenings could be more training, like language classes for international missions, since we work with crews from Russia, Europe, Japan. And if it's a space day up on the ISS, it's nonstop, conducting science, maintaining the station, exercising to combat muscle loss.
Fascinating. The variety must keep it fresh. How about interactions with the team?
Oh, they're like family. We rely on each other in tight spaces, literally. There's banter, inside jokes, which makes long missions bearable.
Sounds like a blend of hard work and camaraderie. It's eye-opening for anyone considering this path.
On the ISS, we have movie nights in the cupola, watching Earth spin below while eating freeze-dried ice cream. Best cinema ever.
That's unreal. Do you ever get homesick?
All the time. But then you look out the window and see a sunrise every 45 minutes. And it's worth it.
But it's not all smooth. Challenges are part of it, like isolation during training or dealing with zero gravity's effects like motion sickness. Tell us about a tough moment. How did you feel?
On my first mission,